Hey YouTubers, felt compelled to do a little video, a little comparison video on powder measures, specifically the Hornady lock and load powder measure versus my old trusty Lee Perfect powder measure. As you can tell, I like the Hornady stuff. I think they're very high quality. Now, the reason I'm making this video is I've been using this one for a couple of years now, this Lee Perfect powder measure, and it costs $35 Canadian. I mean, that's pretty cheap. That's with a stand, as you see it, the entire thing. And for what it's worth, I can tell you this thing is super accurate. I mean super accurate. It varies by 0.1 grain, if at all. And that's using specifically CFE Black or CFE Pistol or the accurate 1680s. And I reload primarily for 45, 9mm, and 300 blackout. And I can tell you that the powder measures, specifically the Elite powder measures, this is the auto drum. This one here comes, I forget where I got this one, but again, with the Lee micrometer. And I can tell you these things are super accurate. I'll wait 3, 4, maybe 5, charges every so often, and every so often I'll just weigh one. One shell with a powder throw in there. I'll just pick it off and weigh it, and I mean, they're always just bang on. I love these Lee tools. They're bang on. Now, why did I go and spend $160 Canadian for the Hornady one? Well, the one thing I didn't like about this one here is that with the fine powders, I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but this is a very fine ball powder, and these things meter exceptionally well with ball powders. I expected the same thing. The only problem that you have with this is that you have a lot of leakage around the side, and you end up with a mess of powder at this, on the side on the table here. I usually keep this somewhere close by, and that's pretty much the drawback. And I was getting tired of that, and I wanted something like this. I thought this would be super accurate, and man, I am so disappointed. I just had to make a video to actually show this comparison. I'm going to show it to you live. This is just ridiculous. Now I've set them both up to throw 21.5 grains of this powder. Now let me start off with the trusty old Lee. Let me move this camera over here so you can see the scale and all. Well, I'll bring it close to the scale once I throw the charges. So this here is zeroed, and forgive the phone, the camera, it's my phone. Anyhow, here we go. So charge number 1, and I'm not going to jiggle the handles or anything. I just want to see what it throws. 21.4. That's charge number 1. And by the way, this thing never binds, ever. 21.4. I mean, talk about consistency. I mean, 21.5. Now, when you're logging 300 blackout, and you have compressed charges, and you're working at the max load, you want this kind of precision and this type of repeatability. This is what I expected for literally 4 times the price. So we had 5 throws there, 3 of 21.4 and 2 of 21.5. Now let's go to the high end Hornady. Charge number 1. 19.8. $21.3. I mean, really? Seriously? $21.0. $20.5. $20.6. Anyhow, back to 0. Now, I like Hornady stuff. I mean, I've been reloading for several years, and I just picked this guy up, and I would not normally make a video about stuff like this, but this is absolutely ridiculous. $35 Canadian, absolute precision, cheap as all hell it would seem, but absolute precision and repeatability. 4 times the price, $160 Canadian. That's $115 for this and $45 for that, the base. And if you want the micrometer insert, well, I mean, Jesus. Anyhow, that's my video. Don't waste your money. If you want an excellent, hands-down powder measure, you can't go wrong. The Lee Perfect Powder Measure. As you can see, I'm a firm believer in Lee products. Although I was hoping that this thing was gonna, clean up the mess of powder, but I'm willing to deal with a little bit of powder that falls on the table, and know that, if I'm loading 2, 3, 4, 500, rounds of 300 blackout at a compressed load, max load, I want to be damn sure that my powder throws are absolutely 100% repeatable. I cannot in good conscience use this, and I'm going to be packing this thing up right after this video. And unfortunately, Hornady, I'm really sorry to say, this is a lemon. Maybe I got a lemon, I don't know. But anyhow, that's it. Hope someone benefits from this video.